meeting to order on September the 4th, 2025, a regular meeting agenda. Commissioner Thomas, would you say the prayer?
Yes, sir. Be glad to.
And Commissioner Frank, for you leading the Pledge of Allegiance.
Father God in heaven, Father, we come tonight to do our county's work. We ask that you be in the meeting, that everything we do is pleasing in your sight, decent and in order. Father, we thank you for those that are here that are interested in the county. We thank you for these commissioners who sacrifice to make sure that we do the right thing with their money. Father, we ask that you continue to bless Wayne County, that we continue to grow, and that we continue to prosper. Father, we ask also to bless those that are fighting in harm's way, that they may get back home safely wherever they are. We pray in your Son, Jesus Christ's name. Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I want to thank everybody for being here. I am taking Kevin McCrary's position tonight as he's ill, so it'll be slow going. Appreciate your indulgence. The first item on the agenda is the adoption of the agenda. Do I have a motion to accept the adoption of the agenda?
I make a move, we accept the agenda
Hold up,
adoption.
excuse me.
I apologize. We're going to amend it for executive session.
Yeah.
We need to amend it for executive session in reference to property issues.
Okay.
I apologize.
Okay.
We have an amendment on executive session. It says none, we'll change that to property. Any others?
No, sir, I don't think so.
Okay.
Okay, I make a motion, we approve the agenda with the executive session added on there.
Second, Mr. Chairman.
We have a motion and a second. Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Gordon,
Yes.
Commissioner Thomas,
Yes.
Commissioner Franks.
Yes,
Approval of the minutes, and we have 6 here, A through F. Meetings, call meeting on August 1st, regular meeting on August 4th, call meeting minutes for August 14th, budget work session for July 29th, public hearing for August 21st and at 9 a.m. and a public hearing meeting August 21st at 6 p.m. Do I have a motion to accept those minutes as written?
Mr. Chairman, I move that we accept those minutes.
Thank you. That's second.
I second it.
Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Thomas,
Yes.
Commissioner Franks,
Yes,
Commissioner Gordon.
Yes. Presentations and announcements. Jim Renner. With Clamores, adding permitted boundaries not to include original permit.
Yep, thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thanks, Ms. Amanda, for getting us on the agenda. I appreciate that. So, y'all may recall that our surface mining permit for our Amelia A and Amelia B operations in Wayne County includes the requirement that the county commission have an opportunity to review our surface mining land use plans before we submit them to Georgia EPD. So I've got Stuart Robertson with me tonight, who's one of our mine engineers, and he's brought copies of the surface mining land use plan and has highlighted some of the changes to the, I've got more copies that I can show you all.
We have that on the
Oh, do you? Okay.
screen there.
Well, we have an updated version.
Oh, okay.
We had talked to Commissioner McCrary about this particular pipeline crossing. We need to add these areas to our surface mining permit boundary in order to get up to US 84 and be able to cross from one side of the highway to another. But in fact, we've got several changes that really are mostly cleanups of the boundaries and additional road crossings interior to the mine site. So we're going to end up adding, we've got 5,100 and some odd acres permitted currently. We're going to add 38 acres. And so we've got some minor changes that don't affect any other property owners except the ones that we already have lease agreements with. But we wanted to bring them to the county's attention. We're hoping y'all can approve them, if not tonight, very soon, so that we can submit our surface mining land use plan to Georgia EPD for their approval. And for something like this, where we already have a permit in place and it's an amendment, it's usually pretty straightforward. We just have to post the additional reclamation bond for the 38 acres.
Okay, so the big change is 38 acres.
We're adding 38 acres to the 5,100 acres we already have permitted.
Okay.
And we can leave you with this copy that shows all the areas. There's yellow areas on here that are being taken out of the permit. And then there's these blue hatched areas that are being added, including the one that we had highlighted to Commissioner McCrary, which brings us up to Highway 84. And we've got copies of those that we can leave.
Please, yes.
Okay,
And
thank
then
you.
Stuart, you've got copies of the complete surface mining land use plan package. That's what we submit to EPD. Like you see up here, it's not always perfectly comprehensible to someone who is not familiar with these plans, but basically, the important thing is it outlines the envelope in which we can operate. So that's our presentation. If there's any other questions about anything we got going on in Wayne County, I mean, our plan is to get over to the Amelia B on the east side of the highway as soon as we possibly can. We hope to be producing there by the end of next year and be in Wayne County for at least 10 more years after that.
Are you planning on moving the mill from present location, or are you gonna pump under the road, or?
So we're looking at both those options, either keeping the mill where it's at or dismantling it and relocating it. It's up, the project is currently in a feasibility stage. It kind of depends on which one would be more cost effective, both for the actual move and for the long-term sustainability of the actual site.
And I had mentioned to Commissioner Thomas before the meeting, we're pursuing funding options. Everybody's talking about rare earths and critical minerals, and so we are hoping we might be able to get some federal funding to help us complete the move, or, as Stuart said, to look at some of the other options for pumping back to the existing mill. So the final decision hasn't been made.
Okay. Any other questions? Thank you.
Thank you.
Jim, I will tell you, it is on the agenda, I don't know if you know, under new business for us to approve it, for them to either
Okay,
agree or
great.
whatever. So it is on
Great.
there for tonight.
Okay, good. And if, I guess we'll just be in touch.
Okay, sounds good.
Madam Clerk, can we move forward with that, with the change?
With the, you talking about go on down to new business?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to go ahead and do that now, you can.
No, I mean, when we come to it.
Yeah.
Even though there's change, we can, okay. Thank you. Citizens concerned, we have none. Public hearings, there is none. Old business, Ottawa River Leisure Services Authority, District 4, Jason Power, with term expires on 6/30.
Mr. Chairman, I would like to appoint Mr. Reverend Dale Moore.
I'll second that. Any discussion? Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Thomas,
Yes.
Commissioner Franks,
Yes.
Commissioner Gordon.
Yes. Pardon me, I'm just looking at my notes here.
Sir?
Okay. Moving on, Public Facilities Authority, District 4, Beverly Lee Park, with term expired 6/30/25.
Mr. Chairman, and I apologize because it's hard, but I would like to table that one more time, please, sir.
Do we need a motion or? no?
There's been some
Okay.
question about residency on that, and I think some of y'all have brought it to my attention.
Okay.
We can just keep it tabled.
Okay. Item C, Library Board, Becky Henderson was appointed in our meeting last meeting held on August 14th, 2025, but she's not living in Wayne County.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, sir.
Miss Becky is born and raised here. She went to college, came back, and she's been teaching in Wayne County for the last 20 years. She just, I read everything was on the web for the library. It doesn't say that she has to be a resident of Wayne County.
Do you have that?
The ordinance. It's the ordinance. The library. The bylaws. I ain't got, I can go grab it.
Mr. Thomas, I think where that stipulation and criteria is coming from is the bylaws from the Omaha Regional Library System. But if you want to table this tonight, we can check back. I don't have
Please.
those bylaws in front of me, so we can check into that.
Okay, please.
So do we need to table this?
You'll need a motion and a second to table it, because since it has not been tabled.
You want to make that motion?
Yes, sir, I'd like that motion.
I'll second it.
Thank you so much.
Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Franks,
Yes.
Commissioner Gordon,
Yes.
Commissioner McCreary, I'm sorry, he's not here, Commissioner Thomas.
Yes.
On A, consider approved Clemore's boundary not included in the original permit. You've just heard the presentation of what's in our book will not be the proposal. We can just add 38 acres to it. So do I have a motion to approve that?
I make a motion, we approve it with the addition of the 38 acres that they have acquired.
I'll second that.
Second, Mr. Chairman.
Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Gordon,
Yes.
Commissioner Thomas,
Yes.
Commissioner Franks.
Yes.
Consider approve the 26 budget. Mr. Administrator, can I turn that over to you?
You can. Commissioners, this is the, basically the budget that was presented to y'all for the year 2026, starting in January of 26, with the expenditures of $34,650,518, and revenue being the same, $34,650,518.
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion that we approve.
I'll second it.
Any discussion? Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Thomas,
Yes.
Commissioner Franks,
Yes.
Commissioner Gordon.
Yes. Consider approved resolution for millage rate. I don't know why.
Can we look at that?
Yes, please.
Commissioners, in your resolution, you'll notice that this is the Wayne County millage rate and the Wayne County Board of Education's millage rate. I think in the past, I know myself and Mr. Gordon was having a conversation, we've done them separately I know last year mainly it was because we had ours done a little bit earlier than theirs when they brought it to us. But in this particular resolution, it is both of them, I'm sorry. So the Wayne County Board of Commissioners in this resolution is set for the millage rate for 13.4530. That's an increase by 1.370 mills. And then the Wayne County Board of Education's millage rate for 14.0880, which is their rollback rate.
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion we approve.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Any discussion? Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Thomas,
Yes.
Commissioner Franks,
Yes.
Commissioner Gordon.
Yes. Consider approve resolution authorizing the filing of an application with the Department of Transportation for transit for fiscal year 27, July 1, 26 through June 30th, 27. This is really a pass-through, it's something we do every year. It's mandated by the state. So do I have a motion to approve this resolution?
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion we approve. This is annual.
Thank you. Have a second?
I'll second it.
Thank you. Any discussion? Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Thomas,
Yes.
Commissioner Franks,
Yes.
Commissioner Gordon.
Yes. Consider approved resolution for the Autumn Hall Leisure and Service Authority to apply for a grant. Now, will you take that?
I will. Yeah, this is I think this is the third year that Autumn Hall Leisure Authority has applied for this grant. And it has just opened back up again. It's the Georgia Outdoor Stewardship Program. And the resolution you have in front of you is basically stating, because they're an authority, it has to come through the governing authority, y'all, in order to actually apply for the grant. Just as in the years in the past, they have the money. If you'll read in the resolution, it states that, the county is guaranteeing that we'll put up the money and then be reimbursed 75%. But now the Autumn Hall Leisure Authority actually has the money that they'll expend and then be reimbursed for this grant. And it's for their, the plans that they're wanting to do for the Cultural Heritage Conservation Center, that they had got the University of Georgia to do the architectural plans and everything on. So they're just applying for the grant once again, hoping to get it.
They've been waiting on this, right?
Yeah.
For the opportunity to reapply.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. That's exactly right.
This will be a nice addition down there
Yes.
to
It'll
J.C.
be-
Landing. Yeah.
Very nice.
Also move, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Any discussion? Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Franks,
Yes.
Commissioner Gordon,
Yes.
Commissioner Thomas.
Yes.
On F, Robbie Smart, Election Supervisor, consider approved intergovernmental agreement between the City of Jessup, City of Scriven, City of Odom concerning the holding of city elections. Robbie, would you like to come up and say a few words, sing a song or something?
We, as the Board of Elections, have come up with an intergovernmental agreement. We presented it to the City of Jessup, City of Scriven, and City of Odom. They all have agreed to it. And basically what this is just a written agreement between the Board of Elections and the cities that says they're allowing the Board of Elections and the Wayne County Elections Office to run their elections through the city. It's a 3-year agreement. I think the only thing that changed from what we previously did is now that we're a board, the board can set boundaries on how the cities pay for the elections. Nothing's changed except for they still pay for their poll workers, they still pay for the ballots. Anything that's election related that does for that city election, they pay for the advertisements in the newspapers and all that. The only thing that we as a board and myself added is instead of them paying directly to the election supervisor, now that we have a board, we implemented a thing where they pay 50 cents per registered voter or $500 for us to run that election, whichever one's greater. So if it's under $500 for their registered voters, then they pay $500. But if it's over $500, they pay whatever that 50% is above that $500. So just for instance, Jessup's they're going to be over that $500, so they'll pay whatever it comes out at 50 cents per voter. But with Odom not having enough to make that be over the $500, they'll pay the $500 for us to run the election.
Any questions?
This covers any special elections during that 3-year time?
Any election that has to do with the 3 municipalities, they are responsible for. And the way that me and Amanda's talked is we're gonna pay it out of our budget. And then whenever they get ready, we'll send them an invoice, and whenever they pay, then they'll send it to Amanda, and she'll put it where it goes.
This 3 years goes through the next general election.
It'll go all the way until, where's that paper? I think
28.
July of 28, or sometime in 28. It's,
That's before the general election, so, right?
it'll cover 26, it'll cover the beginning of the presidential election. But I think it runs out in September of 28.
It'll cover the primary.
It'll cover the primary.
Primary.
We'll just have to renew it before the November in 28.
Okay.
And like I say, me and Chairman Josh has went to all 3 cities, and they've all signed it. I think Amanda's got a copy of those
It's in
in y'all's
y'all's
books, or Amanda's got it. So, it's just we wanted to bring it for y'all and let them know they've agreed to it, and just kind of let y'all know what we as a board is working towards, trying to get everything on a straight and narrow.
And I trust we've all read the IGA. In the back of that is, you see the signature page where the city municipalities have already approved this. If there are no more questions, do I have a motion to accept this?
So moved.
Second.
Thank you. Any discussion? Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Gordon,
Yes.
Commissioner Thomas,
Yes.
Commissioner Franks.
Yes.
Jared Huffman. Fire Chief, consider approved purchase of FCBA self-contained breathing apparatus.
Good evening.
They-
So, briefly, I wanted to go over what I'm asking you guys to approve the purchase tonight. What you see on the screen is a SCBA, or what most people call an air pack. If that's what we use anytime we're fighting fire, but it's also used anytime you enter a hazardous environment where you may not have oxygen. The different components of it are the harness, which is the backpack frame assembly, the air cylinder that contains the air, and then the face mask. Now that SCBA's have gotten more advanced, like everything else with technology, we now have batteries integrated with them too, and a lot of electronic parts that go with them. So NFPA recommends that we replace these every 15 years, but NFPA is not a mandate, it's a guideline of what we should do. They do stipulate that we have to have regular maintenance and testing of the equipment, and the biggest problem we're running into right now with some of our air packs is they don't make parts for them. Just like anything else nowadays, once they come out with a newer version, they quit making parts for the old ones. So while we have a good bit of the older ones, nobody will work on them and nobody sells parts for them. So our current SCBA's, the picture on the right is the back of one of our trucks with some of our older air packs on it out at Empire Station. The vast majority of our air packs are over 15 years old. Some of them are as old as 25 years old. Other than, I think, 6 air packs, the county has always accepted either donations from other departments when they've replaced their air pack, or we have purchased used packs from other fire departments in the area. only those 6 that were bought a few years ago meet the most current NFPA standards for safety. The big issue we have right now, though, is we have almost every brand of SCBA that's ever been manufactured. So almost every single fire station has a different one. While they serve the same purpose, they are not interchangeable. You can't take a face mask off one brand and use it with a different brand. So when you start showing up on scene with different air packs and somebody grabs an air pack and then a mask from a different truck, those parts no longer work together, and you're running around scrambling trying to find the right pieces to make it work together. Those are some of the other air packs that we currently have. Some of them look like they're in great condition, but the newer cylinders, that aren't the metal ones, they're only good for 15 years, and then you basically have to throw them away. They have to be tested every couple of years, but after 15, they hit end of life. So I can speak to this one right here. I used to use those when I worked in Hinesville. Those are Hinesville's old air packs that were given to Wayne County about 7 or 8 years ago. Most of those cylinders have 3 years left, and they're at the end of their life. The ones on the far right are the most recent purchase that came from, I believe, Garden City, and they have about 5 years left, and then they're going to be at the end of their life as well. So the current plan for replacing them, obviously, we're always looking for grants to help fund the purchases. Also looking for discounts and deals, which is what I have to present to you guys tonight. And if not, if we're unable to find deals, the plan is to continue purchasing about 10 a year until we've replaced all of them and they're all matching. So the breakdown in cost, if we bought the packs that I'm presenting tonight, brand new, straight out of the box, you're looking at about $7,000 for the harness, and about $1,300 for each cylinder. Every time you buy an air pack, you buy 2 cylinders, because you have to have a spare to go with it for state and ISO requirements. And then a face mask is about $1,500, or $500, I'm sorry. Then now we also have batteries. They're running about $480 a piece, and you always want to keep a couple spares in case something gets damaged, or when you come back from a fire and you need to charge the batteries back up, you have some to put in the pack until they're charged, and then some of the battery chargers. I did come across a vendor that is selling what he calls new old stock. There are 10 harnesses, but he doesn't have any cylinders or face masks to go with them, and they are selling those for $5,450 a piece. A new one is right at $7,000, so roughly $1,500 less than brand new one. To go with those 10 harnesses, I'd be asking for 20 cylinders, 10 masks, 5 spare batteries, and 2 bank chargers. The cost of all those items, did you guys get a copy of the quote?
They did.
I think so, yeah.
So the cost of all those additional items is $33,000. So what I'm asking for tonight is permission to purchase those items for a total cost of just under $88,000.
The way I understand it, and you correct me if I'm wrong, is this is budgeted for 26. But they have,
Current year budget.
This is current year budget. I think you might be thinking about EMS
And-
who's up next.
oh, okay.
A part of
But,
his is.
but for the
This is for
$1,500
supplies.
savings,
Yeah.
we have to give them a,
No, that's EMS.
oh, okay,
So
I see you, man.
these items, so it's $1,500 off per harness, and there's 10 of them. But they are first come, first served basis, so
Yeah.
as long as they're still available tomorrow and you guys approve it, then we'll be able to make the purchase right away.
So about $69,000 will come out of SPOS 4, and then the rest of it, which is roughly $19,000, will come out of his general fund budget, out of the fire general fund. He has the money in
He
there
has
for
that
that. Yes, sir.
budget. Okay.
He does.
Okay. I was getting EMS confused.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Apology accepted.
Any questions? No, sir. Do I have a motion to approve this purchase of
Yes, sir, you do. You have a
33,000?
motion.
Sorry?
He said yes.
Yeah. Do I have a second?
Yeah, I second it.
Any discussion? Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Thomas,
Yes.
Commissioner Franks,
Yes.
Commissioner Gordon.
Yes. Now, Patrick Parks.
Here goes the fire department guy.
Yeah. Consider approving intent to purchase Lucas device.
I'd almost be offended if I wasn't about to ask this question. Gentlemen, if you remember when I came to you earlier this year about the ambulances, I told you we needed to replace our Lucas's device.
Yeah.
Our Lucas device are the device that is the automatic CPR device that we use during when the patient is in cardiac arrest. It allows us to free our hands up so our paramedics can do other things. To be honest, until Jared actually is able to get the fire department up and going, there's times that we don't have the fire department with us. And it's a lot of times just two people responding to a cardiac arrest. So these machines are very critical. The machines that we currently have are in dire needs of repair. And to be honest with you, replacing them would be cheaper than to repair them. They're old, they're outdated. When I came up to you before earlier, I did ask for replacement. We took that out of the price of the ambulance, but I also told you I'd be coming with my budget for 2026. The reason I am coming to you tonight to get permission to go ahead and order these, Stryker has said that they are going to do a price increase in October. You guys do have a new quote, hopefully. I got a new quote actually this morning.
I put the new quote in y'all's position.
Yeah.
And
It's
actually,
separate
the
from
new
your book.
quote is about $7,000 less than the original quote. Stryker is actually gonna buy our old machines. And so the reason I'm asking for approval tonight to go ahead and order these, we can order them tonight at this price to beat the 5% increase. This is not, no money down, we don't have to pay anything tonight, I just need to get the approval to order these. This will still come out of our 2026 budget after the first of the year. I just needed approval to go ahead and get these ordered tonight.
Which they are budgeted in 2026.
Right. We just need a letter of intent to purchase,
It will be, yeah.
and pay for them out of his budget in '26. Any questions? I have a motion.
I make a motion, we go ahead with this, proceed with the purchase for 2026.
Have a second?
You have a second, sir?
Any discussion? Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Thomas,
Yes.
Commissioner Franks,
Yes.
Commissioner Gordon.
Yes.
The second thing I want to come to your attention was, there is a service contract that at one time that we had, and it came to my attention that somewhere between Director Johnson's departure and my arrival, this protection plan was canceled. And this protection plan protects all our equipment. Our cardiac monitors, our Lucases, once we get the new Lucases, our COTS, anything that is built by Stryker. Just to give you some ideas, just for batteries alone, for our life packs, which that is not our new life packs. I should have brought a new one so you guys could actually see the new one. My fault. But just batteries alone, if we have to replace a battery, it's $1,000 a battery. So without this protection program, that's straight money coming out of our pocket. With the protection program, that's covered. So anything that we need done to any of our equipment under this protection program is covered. That's including if it's damaged on a run, anything like that. Like I said, somewhere between Mr. Johnson's departure and my arrival, this got canceled and we did not know this. So what I am asking for is to go ahead and restart this protection program for the rest of this year at $6,966.64. I do have money in another line item that I'm not going to use, that I'm asking that we can use that to finish off this year.
we've got almost $200,000 in equipment that is currently unprotected, that I feel that we really need to have protected. Do I need to go ahead and just ask for the next one? Go ahead and lump it all in? Okay. And then the same thing with next year, to beat the 5% interest, I want to go ahead and sign a contract for next year, contract, protection contract. Once again, no money's coming out other than the $6,000 that I'm asking for now. But next year contract at $19,920, which is budgeted in my 2026 budget, but I'm asking to go ahead and sign that contract now to save that 5% increase. But once again, that will not come out until the 2026 year starts.
Do I understand it's the same figure for the rest of this year as it is for next year?
No, this year, to finish this year out, it will be $6,966 to finish September through December.
And next year?
Then for a full year, it would be $19,920 from January 1 to December 31st.
Do you have any data that would show what kind of maintenance we've done on these?
So every year we should do preventive maintenance. Means they come out, they run checks on all our equipment, including our monitors. They'll do any upgrades on our monitor motherboards that need to be done. They will check our cots because our cots are computerized. They'll do any upgrades on those computerized or replace any parts. I can tell you that hasn't been done in a couple of years. With our monitors being new this year, of course they didn't do them because our monitors being new. But with next year, with the protection plan, that's in the protection plan. If we don't have this protection plan, then for them to come out and do that, just for them to come out and do that, that's almost $1,200 just for them to come out and do PM on our machines. So, but at the same time, say, God forbid, we have an accident, we have to take that stretcher out of service, they will come in, look at our stretcher, as long as there's no structural damage to that stretcher or something needs to be replaced, they replace it, they put it back in. It's covered under this protection plan. I understand $20,000, it's an insurance policy. But at the same time, we have a $36,000 monitor that if it gets broke, because God forbid we get into an accident, it's covered under our $20,000 policy versus me coming to you and say, hey, I now need $36,000 to replace this monitor.
Is there any deductible on that maintenance plan?
As far as a deductible, I do not know because it's not necessarily an insurance. I just call it an insurance policy because it's truly a maintenance policy. So they come in and fix whatever needs to be fixed. So if the screen is cracked, they'll fix it. They'll fix a cracked screen. If one of the hydraulics on the cot is leaking or breaks, they'll come in and fix the hydraulics. Which once again, you look just at services alone. Anytime I call them to come in and fix something, we're looking at almost $1,200 for them just to come and fix something, and that's not including parts.
So it would pay for itself.
Yes, sir.
Any questions? Do I have a motion to approve this? Threw a lot at us there, Patrick. Lucas Device and a maintenance policy, was that fair, or insurance policy?
We did the Lucas Device, it's just the maintenance.
Yeah, it's just
Just
a
maintenance
program.
program?
So I need, approval to go ahead and
Okay.
and take money out of another line item that I'm not gonna use
Okay.
to finish this year, and then go ahead and get that contract signed so we beat that 5% increase.
And that money is in your budget to do that this year, and you just budget for next year?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do I have a motion?
I'll second it.
Have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Thomas,
Yes.
Commissioner Franks,
Yes.
Commissioner Gordon.
Yes.
Thank you very much, gentlemen.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Consider approve Georgia Indigent Defense Service Agreement. Mr. Administrator.
Yes, sir. This is something we do every single year for the Public Defender's Office. And as you know, they're the state agency, so they run their budget year from July 1 to June 30. So we never really know until about this time of the year what that increase is going to be. So if you'll see in your books, you'll see the previous rate was $247,000, and then the new proposed rate that they're going up to is $287,000. So it's an increase of right at $40,000 for the Public Defender's Office.
Everything that we do has gone up. That's one reason we're having a millage increase. Any questions? Do I have a motion to accept the Defense Service Agreement?
So moved.
A second?
Second, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Any discussion? Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Franks,
Yes.
Commissioner Gordon,
Yes.
Commissioner Thomas.
Yes.
Consider approved resolution amending the 25 budget, Mr. Administrator.
This is in reference to, as you all know, anytime that we start making drastic changes, especially outside of from one department to another, we have to get the budget amended. And part of this change is in reference to EMS this past year when y'all approved their pay increases and also their staffing increases. And then the other part of it was the probation office, which is new to us here in Wayne County, but y'all approved it also last year. In reference to the EMS and staffing, one of the reasons Amanda wants to go ahead and amend the budget now is because without amending it, then every single month when she gives y'all the report, it's going to show that they're over budget, when actually y'all have already approved those expenditures. But because the budget hadn't been amended, it's just showing that they're over every single month. In reference to probation, we initially put them under the state court system, kind of like the solicitor's office is. But then in talking to the auditors, they suggested and liked the idea of us having probation having being its own individual department with its own line item. So that's what we're wanting to do there, is just go ahead and move that out. Amanda, do you have anything to add?
Okay. Any questions? Do I have a motion to approve the resolution amending the 25 budget?
So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. A second?
I'll second it.
Thank you. Any discussion?
Yeah,
Yeah.
what was the difference about 995,000? Is that right? Am I
For the
reading that right?
EMS?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Any other questions? Any other discussion? Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Gordon,
Yes.
Commissioner Thomas,
Yes.
Commissioner Franks.
Yes.
On L, consider approved resolution concerning House Bill 85. We'd like to table that and maybe have a work session on that. That's still up in the air, but I'd like to table that.
Is that in the form of a motion?
Yes.
Second.
Any discussion? Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Thomas,
Yes.
Commissioner Franks,
Yes.
Commissioner Gordon.
Yes. Appointments, Tax Assessor Board, District 3, Monica O'Quinn, originally reappointed on July 7th, 25. At the time of her appointment, Ms. O'Quinn was not in compliance with the continuing education requirements. She has since fulfilled all necessary continuing education requirements and is now in full compliance.
Mr. Chairman, Mr. Hopkins would like to reappoint her.
I'll second that.
Well,
Any
I
discussion?
guess I need a motion, one of y'all to motion, because since he's
Miss-
gonna, wanting to
Mr.
reappoint
Chairman, I
her.
make that motion to reappoint Ms.
Okay.
O'Quinn.
And then you want a second?
I'll
Mr.
second.
Okay.
Any discussion?
Well, I would say, I understand it takes quite a bit of study and classes and so forth to get certified, so if you start over with somebody new, I mean, you got somebody that's got to start from scratch, so. I mean, I started from scratch, so I know, I know what I'm talking about on that. We'd be better off to have her for sure. Yes.
Any other discussion? Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Thomas?
Yes.
Commissioner Franks?
Yes.
Commissioner Gordon?
Yes. Item for the county administrator.
Mr. Gordon, I only have one, and it's in reference to, and y'all have it in front of you, I put it in your place, in reference to the courthouse and the restoration that we're doing there. And I don't think it's in your book. I just laid it down at your spot because we had made some changes, or Austin, yes, sir, that's it. Austin Historical had made some changes up until about 3 o'clock today. So as you know, as you recall, I think the last meeting when we talked and I had presented y'all with the initial, I guess, second phase, which was that second floor. And the price on that second floor of basically refurbishing all the windows like they did on the first floor was $198,678. And then I mentioned then that they still had to come back and give us some prices in reference to the third floor and the bell tower. So what you're looking at is that number one there, the $53,000, those are all for those third floor windows. And if you can look, if you see on the screen, those windows that are, you know, obviously you see the first floor and second floor, and then those that are circled up above, there's 3 of those on at least 3 different elevations. And what they have found is that those 3 windows and 1 small window on the bell tower are the only non-original windows in the courthouse. Those were replacement windows from some years back. And he said that they are in very bad shape, that there's gaps in between the jamb itself and the window. There's, you know, obviously water coming in and insects and everything else. So, and he admitted, and I did too when he sent this to me, that the price is a little bit higher. Well, no, it's a lot higher than what I was expecting. But basically what they're going to do is they're going to completely rebuild, a heritage rebuild, all 3 of those windows. They're not going to use a replacement window. Now, he did offer, they've been a phenomenal company to work with, and he said, look, if there's one place that you can do some value engineering, this would probably be it, is replacing these 3 windows. But what that means is we would have to go find a local contractor to basically do what was done before and just replace those windows with, I guess, just regular standard window we could purchase somewhere. Now, as you know, because of the historical nature of the courthouse itself, they have to be aesthetically just like the ones that we've taken out. With that in mind, my thought process was, and I talked to the Austin guy, and he of course agreed, but it was me bringing it to his attention that, well, you know, we've done this where obviously some years in the past they made the decision to go with someone just to do a regular window replacement. And it obviously didn't work well at all because they're in such bad condition. I think my opinion is, and my recommendation to the commission is that we let Austin Historical do those 3 windows, simply because even though it's a lot of money, you know, once they get through with this thing, this is something that I hope that all of us have passed on before it ever has to be done again. They offer that 50-year warranty on wood rot, and they do a fantastic job, and I think it's something we're not going to have to worry about anytime soon. Now, that's line 1 is the $53,000, and I'll add to it. If you'll notice on that second page, this is one of the things that he added late, was because they didn't have the lift for the outside. He said, if we're going to do that, because it's a complete window replacement, they're going to have to secure that window from the outside in reference to the trim and the jamb. Because of that, they've got to rent a 60-foot lift for at least 5 days. So that's where you see the $5,629. And then on the number 2, which is the window restoration, the heritage part, this is for the actual bell tower. And if you'll see those, there's 10 windows. There's 3 on 3 sides. You see the windows in the circled with the number 4. And then if you see that one small one down on the front elevation there, that's the only other replacement window that is not original to the courthouse. That sometime years in the past, something happened or whatever, and they just replaced it with a regular window versus what was there. So you see the price for it, and that's basically doing kind of like what they did on the first floor, where they're taking those out. They're doing 10 windows, 20 sashes, 20 lights, and that's $23,695. And then if you look at item number 3, this was probably the real change order to all of this, is that one of the things that he had discovered, and he told me this early on, before they even gave us a quote on this second phase or these second floor windows, is that basically what happened, they had a lady that came and done their quoting on the first job on the first floor. She no longer works with the company because one of the items she left off was all the trim work. And he said they never came back to us because they didn't, he said, we didn't feel like we needed to do a change order simply because they had enough margin there because the crew that they sent to do the work was able to get all the windows out in a timely enough fashion and get them boarded up where they could come back and do all the outside trim work. And plus, because it's on the ground floor, they didn't have to rent a lift or anything like that. So he said this is normally something that they would have in their quotes, which is on the trim work. And so that's the $5,262. And then number 4 is the very top, the 4th floor where you see the number 6 is all of those louvers. And what they're talking about doing there is basically replacing the protective material. There's a netting and a polycarbonate around the arches behind there to keep out insects and those type things. And then they're going to do with the louvers the same thing they're doing with the windows as far as putting that protective coating on it and painting them and everything else. And that's $13,000. So the total price is $101,025, which added to the second floor window restoration brings your total to $299,698. This is SPLOST money that we're utilizing. It is more than what I expected, obviously, but at the same time, I think we're getting what we're paying for. There's no doubt about that. This company has done a fantastic job, and I think this is something that none of us in this room are going to have to worry about for years to come.
They have done an excellent job. I walked through the courthouse myself, and one lady looked at me funny when I asked her if I could look at her windows. But they really look nice, and this company's gone beyond what they said they would do. They've redone some doors as well. So, any questions?
These windows will probably be more shatterproof, I assume, and storm window type. Yeah.
They are. They're putting in. They're actually, when they take those windows out and take them back down to Orlando to their. Well, actually, I think they're taking them to Savannah now because we did save on the second phase contract. We saved $13,000 because one of the things they've opened up an office in Savannah, so they're mobilizing from Savannah versus on the first phase they had to mobilize from Orlando.
Yeah.
So they're taking these back to the shop and they're taking that old plate glass out basically and putting safety glass in. So that's huge.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Administrator. Madam Clerk?
I need a motion and a second.
I make a motion,
Oh, I'm sorry.
we approve this, so.
I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Thomas,
Yes.
Commissioner Franks,
Yes.
Commissioner Gordon.
Yes. And on items with the clerk.
Okay. In your place, you had the fund balance as of August the 31st. The general fund is $1,716,247.93. The lost treasury account is $8,986,566.85. SPLOST 4 is $4,596,943.10. T-Splosh is $7,302,316.01. American Rescue Plan, $1,574,905.78. Revolving Loan Fund, $6,491.46. SPOS 5, $1,532,732.94. The budget review for July, revenues were $1,322,536.79. Expenditures were $2,640,660.56. Departments with budget overages: financial administration, 21.79%, countywide insurance claims, juvenile court, 5.72%, rental of land and buildings and advertising. And I put the law there where if they have to advertise for a juvenile judge in another county, we all have to pay that cost. Sheriff, 3.16%, overtime and VICA. EMS, 34.75%. Building repairs and maintenance, repairing the doors due to their hurricane that the board approved on 7/7/25, and the medical supplies. Street lights, 9.49%, and it's just the increase in the price. Tourism, 30.46%, and that's kind of like a wash, because whatever comes in as revenue, we cut a check to the tourism board. And then, the following departments are going to show that they are over budget due to the increase in the property and liability insurance from June, which was a one-time expense. Wayne Service Center, 4.07%. Buildings and plants, which is diversity, Pineland Mental Health, and the Health Department, is 2.46%. And DFAX, 22.03%. And that's all.
Thank you. Commissioner Thomas.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I appreciate the effort that you commissioners have put forth in going through this budget and getting us to the bare minimums and getting us where we can move forward without creating a disaster down the road. I know it's not something we like to do, but it's necessary. I'm a living example that I've been here 33 years. I've seen that can kick down the road, and that can turn into a 50-gallon drum,
Yeah.
and it's hard to handle, so I'm glad we're not doing that anymore. I don't have a thing. I think my county administrator has got me straight on the progress of the senior citizen building, and I'm good.
Okay. Commissioner Frank?
I don't really have anything. I'll just reiterate the fact that I like the process of the way you worked on the budget for us, and what you presented to us was very good. Maybe next year it'll be a different outcome.
Absolutely. I'd like to thank Ally, our tax commissioner. We were given a sheet here, and it's comparisons back to January of '25 from back taxes, and she's done a fantastic job. The delinquent taxes, if you put it on a graph, it's going down like this. But I appreciate her hard work. It's not an easy position to be in. And with that, we have, do I have a motion? We adjourn for executive session.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Franks?
Yes.
Commissioner Gordon?
Yes.
Commissioner Thomas?
Yes.
To come in, back into regular.
So move, Mr. Chairman.
I second it.
Thank you. Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Gordon?
Yes.
Commissioner Thomas?
Yes.
Commissioner Franks?
Yes.
Okay, we have a parcel that the landowner wants to actually give it to the county. It's parcel 111-109-1. It's about 2.5 acres. Do I have a motion that we would purchase this parcel for $1?
I move that we purchase this property.
Second.
Any discussion? Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Thomas?
Yes.
Commissioner Franks?
Yes.
Commissioner Gordon?
Yes.
I think we would need a vote on giving Kevin or whoever the authority to sign on behalf of the county, to executing the closing documents.
So what we'll probably need, the county attorney is saying is if y'all wanna make a motion to have maybe the chairman sign as on behalf of the county commission during the closing.
Giving him authorization to sign any
authorization,
documents
yeah.
necessary to execute that transfer for the county.
I make the motion that we give the authority to Kevin McCrary, Chairman of the Board, to authorize signature on the closing of the parcel.
Second it.
Third.
Any discussion? Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Thomas?
Yes.
Commissioner Franks?
Yes.
Commissioner Gordon?
Yes. I have a motion to adjourn.
So move.
A second?
Thank you, Andy.